If you're having a hard time scaling your online coaching business beyond $20,000 a month, you are not alone. Most coaches get stuck below $10,000 a month, and there is a common reason for that. And I'm going to share with you in this video why that is and what you can do instead to break through that ceiling and really scale your business. You see, most coaches are really just selling their program and maybe some accountability. So for instance, if you're an online fitness coach, you're probably selling workouts, nutrition, accountability, text message access, which again, those are all program details and that's great. But guys, guess what? That's the same as what everyone else is doing, and it doesn't differentiate you at all. So now when you're playing and you're trying to sell your program or your coaching service, you're a commodity. There's nothing different besides you and your personality. Which, don't get me wrong, that's a big reason why a lot of us hire coaches, is because we like that person. But I'm going to share with you a way that you can unlock a brand new way to market yourself, your services, that will help you scale way beyond $20,000 a month. And to do this, I've got a list of very successful health coaching brands and names you're going to know. And we're going to walk through each of those, and you're going to see what they're doing that's different than what you're doing. And if you can implement this, what I'm going to share with you today, you're going to be able to grow a lot faster. And I'll also give you the exact method to scale once you have this dialed in. Okay, so I'm going to start off with talking about P90X. Okay, I'm sure you guys know what P90X is, right? It's the at-home workout system. And this company scaled, I don't even know how much money they made, millions, if not billions of dollars, right? And here's what they did. They did not sell an at-home workout program. They did not sell that. What did they sell? Think about it. They sold the concept, or what we're going to call as the mechanism of muscle confusion. Muscle confusion is what P90X sold. They sold a new way to work out that is better than all the other forms of working out to get the goal that somebody wants, which is to get shredded, right? But they sold muscle confusion, and they educated people on muscle confusion. And the buyer understood, oh, if I do muscle confusion, I'm going to get this result. So their marketing wasn't about, here's 5 workouts a week. You're going to get at home this, you're going to get this. No. It was very heavy on the mechanism, okay? So now let's go to the next one. Who here knows intermittent fasting, right? That's a very popular thing. Well, there are some coaches that have become wildly successful and wildly profitable because they sold the mechanism, intermittent fasting, and they educated, here's a faster, more efficient way to lose weight while still enjoying the foods you love. It's called intermittent fasting. And they educated all their consumers on why intermittent fasting was better. They used research, and they made a really sound scientific argument, which I could definitely pull close through if I wanted to, and you probably could too. But to a normal person who reads this, they're like, oh, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's keep going. Anybody here know Stan Efferding and the vertical diet? He's the man. I've actually have followed some of his protocols, and they were awesome. But he really popularized red meat, salt, and rice for people who are trying to build muscle without GI discomfort. And he packaged his knowledge into a mechanism called the vertical diet. And he went on and talked to so many people on different podcasts talking about the vertical diet. And again, he used research, he used personal experience, he used client testimonials to make this argument that this is the best way to eat. And when he did that, more people started using it. And more people started seeing results. Okay, the same thing, I'm gonna keep going down the list here. The paleo diet, okay, same thing. The carnivore diet, same thing, okay? And then if we get into more like traditional training, Marcus Filly's functional bodybuilding, okay? He popularized a way to still get jacked while still being functional. Like he helped CrossFitters who wanted to get jacked, but also still do CrossFit movements. What did he name it? He named his mechanism and taught his mechanism as functional bodybuilding. And then even more traditional powerlifting programs like Jim Wendler's 5-3-1. Okay, very basic strength program, but he created a mechanism for people to getting stronger. So what I'm trying to share with you, these are all just examples here, but if you want to scale beyond $20,000 a month, one of the most efficient and effective ways is how can you create a mechanism that is different than what's already out there? And you can create your evidence to show that that's the case. You can back it up with your personal story. You can back it up with research articles. You can back it up with client testimonials. But if you can create your own unique process that is better than what other people have tried and done, you now go from trying to sell a program or selling yourself or selling features, whatever, to selling a process. This is exactly what Russell Brunson did with ClickFunnels. If you guys know ClickFunnels, he popularized sales funnels. Here's the most efficient and effective way to have people pay you online. It's called a sales funnel. And his software, ClickFunnels, was the best service at the time to build these sales funnels. So he, for free, educated the crap out of sales funnels, which is the same thing that all of these people are doing here with their health coaching offers. They are educating the crap out of people on their unique mechanism, and they're making a really sound arguments on why it is better than the normal plan, routine, program, etc. If you can start doing this with your coaching business, if you're a health coach, you can do it around training, you can do it around nutrition, you can do this if you're a business coach, a marketing coach, it doesn't really matter, but you wanna have a unique process. That is the only thing that's gonna really differentiate you from all the other competitors that are in the marketplace, okay? Now, let's talk about how do we tactically do that. Okay. Now, what I like to do to start this off is I like to make a 3 to 5 step process. Okay. So what are the 3 to 5 things that your ideal client has to do to get the result that you help them do? If you're a strength coach, what are the 5 steps that person needs to add 20 pounds to their back squat? If you're a weight loss or nutrition coach, what are the 3 to 5 things that your client has to do to lose weight? Okay. You want to write each of those steps out. Okay, you can do it on a whiteboard, you can do it on a piece of paper, but what are the 5 main steps that they need to take? Okay, from start to finish. That's the first thing that you want to do. You want to outline the steps of your mechanism, okay, of your process that's unique and different. And guys, look here, the thing is, they don't have to do something totally unique. Like they don't have to do the paleo diet, the carnivore diet, muscle confusion. What that's not really anything. That just P90X is really just functional workouts done at home with minimal equipment. That's all it is. They just named it something different. Okay. So let's come back to the exercise. For you to create your own unique process, start off by writing the 3 to 5 steps that somebody has to take to achieve a transformation with you, okay? And once you've outlined that, and they need to be very clear and logical, okay? It shouldn't be abstract, it should be very clear. Once you have that in front of you, you've got the nuts and bolts of your unique process. Now all you need is a name for it, okay? And the naming part, you can use something as simple as ChatGPT, or you can even name it based off of what it does, okay? So once we have the 3 to 5 steps of what it is and the name, now when you're creating marketing content, you're gonna talk about your process. You're gonna showcase testimonials. You're gonna talk about how it's different than the normal stuff. And you can start to then throw rocks and cast rocks at the normal traditional things. That's gonna help you differentiate yourself and separate yourself from everyone else. So now when you get on a sales call with people and you outline your process, you talk about your mechanism, you talk about how it's unique, people understand why your service is more expensive. They understand why it's a couple $1,000s to work with you and it's not a couple $100. You're not selling workouts and nutrition and accountability and mindset work, whatever that is, okay? You're not doing that. What you're selling is your process, okay? So I'm gonna highly encourage you, look at what you're doing. How can I break it down, be simpler, be different, and articulate that very clearly? Because here's the cool part. Now I'm gonna hop into my computer. Right now, here's a landing page for my free training. Once you have your process, your system, your unique mechanism, when you start marketing, now all you're gonna do is you're gonna educate on the process and you're gonna show them how it's different. So here's a free training page for me, right? So someone comes in, here's how to get this result, right? And they're like, I wanna learn how to get this result. And then when they opt in and they put their name, phone number, email in, of course, we're gonna hit them up with text messages and emails. but they're going to go to the free training page. And on the free training page, this is my process. I have a very simple 5-step processes for each of those predictable system, so that they can says here, eliminate all of that. And it goes step by step through my process. So I'm selling a process, right? I'm not selling myself. I'm not selling business coaching. I'm not selling that. I'm selling, here's the process that we have found to be very successful, right? And I've educated on that. I was like, here's what I was doing. Here's what everyone else was doing, right? Here are all the things that I was doing, because these are what all the business coaches told me to do. And I realized there was a better way to do something. Then here it is, it worked. And I'm kind of just scrolling through. It worked for me and also worked for a bunch of other people. We're going to cover that process here in the training. And then again, I highlight again, more social proof testimonials show that it works. So your marketing changes dramatically. It becomes easier. You don't have to worry about what are the features of my program. Here's how do I articulate it, blah, blah, blah. You transition and start talking more about the process, okay? Because if someone can buy in to the process, then you're logically the best person to help them with that process. All right, so that's all I've got for you guys today. I felt really inspired to make this video and share this because it's actually something that I'm working on too. For the longest time, I've just said, hey, here's my 5-step process. And I'm working on how can I name this thing to make it unique and different. And currently creating a video on what that process will be. So in the next couple of weeks, you'll probably see some ads for me out there that are going to be talking about my unique process and how it's different. So I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions or want any support growing your coaching business, as always, there's a link below to book a call with my team, and we can walk you through exactly what we do and how we help coaches scale beyond $20,000 a month. All right, so that's all I got. Until next time, peace.